Welcome everyone to everybody. We had a technical issue and now I'm swimming, but I'm not swimming, so. Okay, welcome to fakelaughing.com or the YouTube channel, Fake Laughing. Anna is with me. She's the co-founder and founder of Fake Laughing. And basically what it is, you know, when you're depressed or feeling down or anxious or not feeling too happy, how can you make yourself happy? And you know, we'll get into a second how in a second we'll get into how Anna came about with this thing, and I'm bobbing my head up and down, and basically I feel like one of those dogs that, you know, the oh yes, the Churchill dog. So oh yes, Churchill. The ad. So like you just have to make yourself laugh, and you know, if you're feeling down, you just go. And that's what you do. You make yourself crazy. There was a German company. They hired in this guy for, you know, making their staff laugh early in the morning, 15 minutes. So they said like, yeah, and today is the workforce shall come in early and everyone shall laugh 15 minutes before they actually start the day. What happened was productivity went up like, I think it was 60 or 65% or something. So the benefits of laughing and the vibrational frequency and energy you give off, because if we go into law of attraction states, basically our body is just matter, but it's actually energy. The whole thing is energy. And when you send out a vibration of laughter, like, it makes your whole body vibrate on that frequency. So you're attracting good positivity, happiness, love, joy, peace into your life. And who doesn't want to laugh? So like, Anna, how are you doing today?
I'm well, I'm vibrating in my happy, laughy state, thank you very much. I'm enjoying this because the more I laugh, the more I fake laugh, the more it starts to feel like a real laugh. And then my body feels like it's in a really nice vibration, and I feel kind of lighter, happier, healthier. And if there's any pain there, it kind of loosens the pain off. I don't know, you just feel it's just great. Just really just lighten up. It's great. So yeah, laughing's good. So I'm feeling wonderful.
And how did you come across it, or what made you initially buy the domain, you know, fakelaughing.com? And for anybody who I
was looking at all the different ways to get people into a happy state, healthy, it's about a year and a half. In fact, it's probably just before my mum was ill, and I was looking at ways to sort of lighten the mood and sort of ideas, and you know, laughing as a sort of therapy, if you like. And but yeah, I mean, it's just so easy. It's just such an easy thing to do, and that's what I just thought. Well, it's you know, it's for everybody. It's worked for me. It's worked for my family. It's hilarious, such fun. And that's where I want to be in life, in the sort of fun, happy space, you know. So, yeah, I want to just get it out there now.
Yeah, and there was I remember I was in a job like years and years and years ago, and it was I was in the job for probably like maybe 55 hours a week, something like that. And I remember saying to a neighbor of mine, I feel like, you know, I feel shit. I don't want to do this, whatever. He said, how many hours a week are you in that job? And I said, like 55 hours. And he was like, that's a lot of time to be unhappy. When he asked me, am I happy? And I got out of it shortly after that. But I discovered one day I was in my back garden, and I remember seeing something funny, and I was like, you know, I wasn't feeling too happy. And I started laughing, and I'm like, oh, that's interesting. And it was the first time I came across it, because I was like, okay, I wonder if I could do that myself. And I remember just standing in the kitchen going like, and as I did it, I started laughing. Like now I feel like, you know, laughing, and it's shown now, we know, proven. It's proven that the vibration goes down, it hits your stomach, everything vibrates, and you just start, you're in a happy, crazy, mad state, and it makes you happy. And you know, we just said try it. I mean, you know, our aim with, I guess, Fake Laughing as well is just try it, see what you know, at home, try this stuff. If you feel depressed and you come across this video, which you will because of the SEO, like, do this stuff. Like, if you're at home, just sit down and just go,
Oh, wow. I mean, if you do this in company, if you start fake laughing, you're gonna. When it's infectious, so other people are gonna want to start laughing at you, and then you start laughing at yourself, and then you think, "Oh, this sounds silly," and then you're like, before you know it, you're not really gone for it, and you're like, like real full-on laughing, and it's just so good for you. And I mean, I can't make a claim to this, but I'm sure your facial muscles in that sort of. It must be good for like a bit of a natural facelift. I can't guarantee it's going to help hair grow back though.
yeah, I don't know if it will. But one of the things I wanted to ask you there, so for anyone watching as well, we're going to be doing Zoom calls, like multiple Zoom calls, and there'll be a lot of YouTube lives, there'll be a lot of TikTok. Jump on TikTok as well if you want to find us. We're at fakelaughing on Instagram and all that kind of stuff. And, you know, tag us as well, like hashtag fakelaughing. And so that, you know, you can get your video out there too. And, you know, basically just grow the community. We'll be on Facebook as well. The group is being set up. You know, the website's being designed now. There's a lot of stuff happening. But the interesting part of it, Anna and myself were discussing yesterday about, you know, what kind of ways and ways for people who don't know how to start laughing. If you're really depressed, like I was for years and years, and if you're really, like, really down, really depressed, like, one of the ways that we were discussing yesterday, I thought this was hilarious, and you're going to laugh when you see Anna do this, but one of them is so when you think of your favorite animal, I said to Anna, you know, what's your favorite animal? And she said,
A horse.
what does a horse do? Oh my God. I'm actually really laughing. No, it's not a fake laugh. Yeah, so I like, no, we're already obviously in a good state of vibration before that, but for someone who wasn't and watched that, it would be like, you know, and that's something you can do. I said my one is like, I like monkeys, and so I said to Anna, you know, like, I was thinking, I said, what does a monkey do?
It's like Cheetah in the jungle, you know, when he's the Tarzan.
Sorry. What did you say?
I was just saying, you're thinking of Tarzan, he had Cheetah with him. You know, like when Cheetah was like, oh, yeah, you know, so started jumping and laughing. It's hilarious.
Yeah, so I have to catch my breath after that one. But like, this is, so again, for any of you who are watching, this is the whole point. It's like, it's crazy. The idea of fake laughing is not to be serious. It's actually to be as stupid as you can be. You know, like, just get crazy. You know.
I just remember when I was a child and I went to this 70s party. My mum was laying on, and I was, you know, dancing to a bit of Bee Gees and thinking, this is pretty cool. And then I was giggling with my brother, and like you do as kids, laughing at the adults. And then I used to think, God, these adults are so serious. They're like, they don't laugh very much, not like us kids. And I think when you're a child and you don't have any cares or worries particularly, you know, you laugh more freely and you find things funny. So when you become an adult, what's to stop you from doing some fake laughing and you know, getting that same feeling of you know, care in the world, if you like. No worries, no anything. You're just kind of free and getting yourself into a really good state right in the now, and having, you know, a chance to laugh at yourself, laugh at each other, and just grow it.
Yeah, like it's, you know, I was thinking, and we're going to be doing a lot of Zoom calls, like I said, a lot of YouTube lives, a lot of different stuff like that. And, you know, just having that, in a sense, therapy session with way more people. And as more people come on and more people join this, like right now it's just myself and Anna on the Zoom call, but we've like, you know, numerous people who are asking us, like, can we come on? Can we do live? And we'll say yes, like when everything's fully set up, which will be very soon. We'll have just a load of people, you know, just going like doing crazy stuff and be like, and we'll get them to, you know, like do again. So like the animals, you know, different things. What a funny story, you know, what was the funniest story you heard or whatever. And, you know, if you just actually, if you hold, if we go into law of attraction and stuff like that and think about it, if you hold a certain thought for a period of time, they say 16 to 18 seconds, you're holding a really positive thought. You switch, you know, why do you think, like, you know, part of the day you could be feeling bad and the next thing, just all of a sudden you start to feel really good? Well, that's your thinking, obviously. So it's like, you know, if we go into talking about law of attraction, you know, thoughts create things. And so but it's more about the feeling. A very easy way to see if you're in a good vibrational state or not, or in the vortex, if you like, if you're talking about Abraham Hicks, or Esther Hicks, you just start to feel and think, okay, right, I'm feeling a certain way. When you're feeling a certain way, that is corresponds. So your thinking is causing you to feel a certain way. And that's your vibration, which you're sending out, which then attracts back to you. And so when you're sitting there and you're feeling down and depressed and, I don't know if my life is going to be good. What you should be saying is, when you say, if you catch yourself doing it, you say, I don't know if my life is going to be good. You say, I don't know if my life is going to be goody.
Absolutely. You say you catch yourself. So if you have a low moment, you go, I've just caught myself. There's a thought come in, and it's not a thought that's serving me. So why don't we just do some fake laughing?
Yeah. Yeah. That's it. Oh my God. Oh my God. Yeah, and it's funny, I was saying to Anna before this, we can easily fake laugh, but during this live so far, I've actually, a lot of it hasn't been fake laughter. So that's the point, and that's the proof. The proof is in the pudding. Like, if you say that, like, this is, you know, you just, it becomes, you start to talk to people and they're like, what are you talking about? You just burst out laughing. I did it recently for fun. When I was connecting with Anna, I said, I'm going to try it in a group of people. And there were some family members there, and I just burst out laughing. They're saying, what are you laughing at? They said, that's very weird. I said, no, there's something just hilariously funny. And I started to laugh, and I watched, and they started laughing, and for no reason. And this is the point. It's like the world is a game. The whole thing is a game. Life is a game, but people are way too serious. Like, I'm not saying, you know, you don't need to do what you need to do. That's all. It's all figure outable, whatever, you know. We say, like, just do what you think, what makes you happy. Obviously, you got to pay bills. You got to do those things as well. But by being in a state of laughing in fun vibrational mode and state, you'll start to, good thoughts will start coming, and you'll start seeing ideas, especially in the current situation we're in, like right now. I'm not going to mention anything in this video because, you know, I don't want to get into that. But a lot of people are going to be at home. A lot of people are going to be doing different things when they can't go out and stuff. Just start laughing. You know, don't be speaking about negative stuff. Speak about positive stuff. Napoleon Hill says PME, you know, positive mental attitude. Get the positive mental attitude point.
Yeah.
And how you do that a very easy way is, and I'm really grateful to Anna since we've met, just being able to call each other up on the phone and laugh hysterically for no reason. And it's like, you feel better.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, Yeah, like you say, law of vibration, getting yourself into a state, as in a happy, laughing state, and then the right people, the right circumstances,
Everything.
opportunities will present themselves, which may not have presented themselves before,
Mm.
because you're forming an attractive, appealing state. I mean, you know, most people are attracted to someone fun, who's light-hearted, who's, you know, outgoing, who's laughing. You know, it's laughing's, you know, it draws you to it. You know, what's all the fun about? Because it's just it's a great state to be in, and you know, I'm sure it'll open up doors, and the minute you start feeling really good in yourself, and all the cells are vibrating, and you're going, woo, you know, much woo, cells are going. So yeah, and when people say don't take life too seriously, you're quite right. You know, it's you know, rather than focusing on all the worry, why don't you focus on the state and getting yourself into a state and enjoying now, because that's all we ever have is right now, and
Yeah.
put ourselves into that wonderful laughing state with the fake laughing.
Yeah. And you know, I have a great friend, I'm going to mention him here as well, the Josie Show out of Amsterdam. So if any of you want to see his channel, just go to the Josie, Josi show, you know, or type in Amsterdam vlogs into YouTube and you'll find him, but hashtag Amsterdam vlogs. And so he's currently not in Amsterdam, but he had a really horrific accident, and you know, his bike wheel got stuck in the tram tracks. He went over the handlebars, and you know, he had a brain injury and stuff like that, hemorrhaging in the head. And he was told he can't do anything ever again. And so, you know, not ever again, but for a very long time, they told him stay in the house, whatever. So he picked up a camera. He started doing live streams, tours of Amsterdam, just cycling with different accents. And it's like, for someone being told you can't do anything, and he started doing it. I started watching it. It's hilarious. So like, just the point of getting like from a negative vibration, thinking about something and going, okay, I'm going to do this. But like, keep those accents, and you know, I'm not saying this from a racist point of view or anything, but lots of accents, like Indian accent, Chinese accent, this accent, that accent, and it's hilarious. And so like, those things, if you, even at home, I started doing it myself. I started doing accents alone. I thought like, okay, let me try something. If I was feeling down, I started doing like a stupid accent, and I actually started laughing myself. Now that one doesn't always work for me, but like, there are many different, I guess we were discussing, myself and Anna yesterday as well, and there'll be a lot of stuff in the course and things like that in time, and there'll be a lot of live events, but one or two of the things were just like, you know, laughing, your favorite animal. So like I said, do you know the monkey then? That one. And so think of your favorite think of your favorite animal, you know, or like a song or some moment that you found funny, and try and hold that thought, because that is where the key is. If you can do that, then yeah.
It's just so easy, and it's such fun as well. So you know,
and the stare off, we were talking about the stare off yesterday. Let's try that one. I'm going to try staring at you for a minute and see how long we can, you know. It's so it's crazy, but it's fun.
Oh dear.
And could you, you know, is there anything, I was trying to think there, you know, just to give people an idea as well. Like, is there any time when you felt really down and you were like, okay, this really brought me back? You know, you just started like kind of thinking, oh, I just really don't feel good. And is there a time that you can recall where you're like, okay, it worked really, really well for you?
I suppose some people that are doing some really hard grieving might find this a bit weird, but my mum died, passed away nearly a year ago. I mean, the first 3 or 4 months, lots of crying and everything else, and getting funerals and all the sort of stuff that goes with it you don't want to have to handle and deal with. But once that bit's passed, yeah, the grievings, I suppose, the loss and the missing is still there. But what I found I could do is, you know, rather than be dwelling and sitting in loss and grief, more a case of, okay, well, this is something out of my control. I can't change the past, but I can work on my state. And yeah, just by sort of breaking into fake laughter, And in fact, just laughter with family as well, you know, and getting them to laugh and just saying, oh, I've got this thing I'm doing, like, let me just try it out on you. And they're like, and they start laughing, and then you've lightened the mood, and you know, you kind of laugh your way out of grief a little bit as well. So it's been a massive help to you know, lighten the mood and enjoy life without mum. And you know, I quite often think back to some things that mum used to do that are quite silly. Like, I'm a little teapot. She was always doing it, and it's like, oh my god, you know, like when people do something like it's like going to weddings and seeing people dance. But my mum used to love this. Oh, I'm a little teapot, short and stout. Here's my handle, here's my spout. When a little teapot hear me shout, tip me up and pour me out. So anyway, that reminded me. I was like. Oh dear. So yeah, and it just gets you into a happy state, and you know, that's where you're at. You know, all there ever is right now, and happy state is something we can all just latch on to immediately if we choose to.
Yeah, it's very interesting, and I think I knew a lady one time, and she had this really like crazy laugh, and like everyone would say, you know, like, oh my god, you know, you'd hear her in a bar, like if she started laughing, oh she's there, you know, and it would be like. It was like this really high pitch, like an alarm, a security alarm, and yeah, like. It's just, it would be, you would, the minute you hear it, you're laughing.
Yeah.
And it's crazy. But I think that's just some of the things that, you know, we wanted to cover in this one, and kind of go through, you know, that like, don't take life too seriously. You could be dead tomorrow. You could wake up, you know, a friend of mine says a very good one. He's like, oh, don't take your life too seriously. You could wake up dead tomorrow, you know, and it's like, you know, you could, you could wake up dead, you know, and like, I think about that because life is so short. Like, you're here, like, we're here for a certain period of time, whatever you want to believe, or your religion, or, you know, if you're spiritual, or we're all energy. I believe we'll pass on somewhere else, or we'll do something, or we'll level up, or whatever you want to call it. But the point is, you're here for a certain period of time. Try not to be such of a dickhead, or, you know, try not to be unkind to people. Try not to be, you know, try not to be like unkind or unloving to people. Try and just be loving, and try and spread the message of laughter. And if you can spread, it's a universal message. If you can spread the thing of laughter, like, you're going to be so much happier yourself. People are going to want to be around you more. People are going to be like, oh, it's great fun when they come. And I'm going to throw in something here as well. I was in a job one time where I was working with these 5 people or whatever. It was really boring and depressing, and I switched jobs, and I was in you know, this other group of people, and I remember it was like probably 15 years ago on a building site or something like that. And every time these 2 people came, I always knew, oh, this is going to be hilarious. And I wasn't making that much money at the time, but at the end of the day, I would go home and I'd think, wow, what a hilarious day. You know, what a really fun day. I'm like, oh, it's great. I want to go tomorrow because I'm going to be with these people again. They make me laugh. And so that's just like a simple thing of people. You know, people who make you laugh, you want to be around them. People who are happy, you want to be around them. You don't want to be around someone who's staring at the floor, which I did. I'm guilty of it for many, many years, walking around like a drone, like, you know, and like, and if I said no,
Oh no!
But that's what I did. That's what I did. You know.
Yeah, I'm so glad you got out of that, and we're now sharing the chance to do this wonderful this opportunity to just raise your state, and the more laughing in the day, just like literally ramp it up, like literally up the happiness, up the laughter in your day, more of that, and then you'll and also it's such a pleasure to have other people laugh. I mean, it really gives me pleasure to make other people laugh. I don't like laughing at my laugh. I think that's hilarious, you know. Laugh at them, laughing at me, laugh at yourself. But yeah, as long as it's the ramping it up, so there's more time in the laughing zone, in that happy vibration. It's just great. And
it is.
It's raising the vibration of the world.
Yeah. Well, it's true. And I was, you know, and I've talked about this before on different channels and different podcasts and stuff, and I'll give some of that info at the end of this video. But one of the things is like tones. If you think of tones, you know, a tone can affect, you know, like if you're playing a tone at a certain vibration, you know, there's vibration. The water changes, the frequency changes. We're made up, you know, 90% of water or more, the human body, you know. And when you're like, so if you go into beats or binaural beats or whatever you want to call them, that works. But you can also do that yourself. You know, why do you think they say in yoga, you know, oh, you know, that like, so that sound, you know, makes you vibrate a certain frequency. Okay, that's wonderful. But you can also do that with laughing. So if you think of different tones, I've been doing it recently where I'm like I just did a second ago, I was like, and I start laughing at certain tones, you know. But when you do this with people, if you're standing across from someone and they're doing it, like right now, watch this, Anna. Like,
Yeah.
let me pick a tone. Yeah, so that works, you know. Like different tones, you do play around with them. Different tones, like
get like a glass of water. I've heard this before. Where you send them I was just
sorry,
saying,
go ahead.
I'm sure I heard somewhere about I can't remember who it was now, but they were talking about a glass of water and how they were blessing it and sending it love and changing the vibration of the water. So I wonder if we could get laughing water. That could be a little experiment we could do. Of
you sure can.
Water.
There was a Japanese scientist, I think it was. I think he was Japanese anyway, but he did that, and he basically took water that came straight out of a faucet that went through all the pipes and stuff, and that he froze the water. He froze this water, and it was like all messed up and everything. And then he started saying, "I love you, I love you, I love you, love, 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 love."
Okay.
And then he they froze all the different types of happiness, what they were speaking to the water. And it was beautiful, beautiful cones, or, you know, you could see the shapes and all that. So that is the same. If you shout, like, and this is kind of a bit off topic, but it's in relation to what I'm playing with a pen there. But, you know, if you shout at an animal long enough, and I'm not recommending you do this, but I'm saying from things I've watched and things I've seen, if you're angry, if your presence, your vibe is speaking anger, you know, rage, that animal is going to show you, the animal is going to be frightened. It's the same way as people are the same thing, but it's the same way as if you want to go down to an atomic level, you're actually affecting their vibration, because not only are you being mean to them or unkind, their whole vibrational state is changing. They're thinking then, oh, why is this person being so mean to me? Because what's happening is their whole vibration is changing. That's why they feel, you know, really unhappy. But if you want to go back to the person that's doing that is also on a very, very, you know, you could say spiritually sick level or a very low vibrational state. But the point is, if you go around and you're saying to an animal, you're the most beautiful animal in the world, I love you, and you're rubbing the animal and you're kind to the animal, the animal is happy, vibrating at a certain frequency, you're happier because you're showing love. So that's why animals and pets are good for people. You know, they get them all walking, they make them live longer, all that stuff, and they make them happy. But it's the same thing if I'm saying to you, Anna, you know, you're beautiful, you're lovely, you're kind, you know, all this kind of stuff, and you're kind to people, then that, you know, puts me in a good vibration, puts you in a good vibration, puts everyone in a good vibration. That's just speaking about like some of the vibrational things, but laughing gets you into that state to be able to do that.
Yeah, you know? Absolutely. Well, you're sort of not tricking, but the body's into the state. Good thinking.
You're faking, because that's the whole thing. Like fake laughing, you're faking it until you make it. You're making your body. Like, I mean, this is proven through science.
By shaking because of laughter, which is the vibrational state of good thinking, of nice thoughts towards others, towards yourself. But it's just ramping it up to a whole new level by physically, you know, shaking and laughing.
Yes, and also,
and then sharing that laughter, making other people laugh, and then laughing together. It's phenomenal.
and Osho did it in the. For anyone of you who don't know Osho, O-S-H-O, so he was like a kind of mystic or spiritual teacher, whatever you want to call it. But he had a commune in India. He had them all over the world, really. But he had, and they still exist to this day. But one of the things they did during the meditations that they did was they called it the shaking. And so they would stand there and they'd start to feel their whole body shaking, and then they'd be like laughing and bursting hysterically into tears and crying. And because crying and laughing is very similar, and we'll get into that in other videos, but that's the whole thing that he knew, he understood. Let's put the body in a vibration that it makes it kind of crazy and makes it start laughing. And, you know, just think of something like right now, if I say, if Anna is silent and I'm silent, right? Just for like 1 second, and anybody who's watching, let's just think just for a minute, or let's go for 16 seconds, okay? I'll count 16 seconds. Let's both be silent, and anyone who's watching be silent. And let's think of like the funniest thing that has ever happened to you or someone you know. And I'll start it right now. So like 3, 2, 1. Right, so I already had like 2 things there that made me quite, you know, I can laugh at it. And so that's the point. If you can get your mind on the frequency of that, and then from there go. But it's interesting, you know, so that's just a technique you can use as well.
Are we allowed to share our stories, or is
Yeah,
that
sure.
video? That's got to be another video, isn't it? Of our funny
well, no, you can share it. Share the story. Tell it.
Oh dear. Well, in my days when I was in my 20s, that was obviously not too long ago, I used to go to the pub, and across the road there was somebody's wedding. It was a summer, they had a marquee in the garden, and I thought I'd go and crash the party. And by this time I'd had quite a few bevies, so I get to the party, and it's actually somebody that I used to know when I was a child. So I was like, oh hi, like pretending like I was invited to the party, you know, the wedding reception. Anyway, so I'm rocking up to what looks like the cake section, which is this great big tier of cake, or so I thought. And I'll get a knife, and I'm like busy chopping away at it. And then I'm like hoofing it into my mouth, and it was actually a great big thing of cheese. And then the guy who's the father of the bride turned up, and there's me with all this cheese coming out of my mouth, thinking I was eating the cake, and his face was a picture, and I was completely caught out. So I suppose it was one of those sort of uncomfortable but extremely funny moments. So
yeah, and it's like those kind of things, the things that make you laugh, or the things that can bring back. That's the thing. And you know, when we go into doing live events and different stuff as well like that, and like the course and all that kind of stuff, it's going to be very interesting, because just sitting across, I was in like a counseling session years and years ago, which I've done a lot of, like loads and loads, because therapy is good for the body, it's good for the mind, it's good for everything. But the thing is, I was sitting across from this person, and we were told sit across from each other, and I was like, okay. And then as we looked at each other, we both burst into tears, because there was so much anger, there was so much rage, there was so much things that, you know, were there that weren't being dealt with. And it was very, very interesting. But not only can it be used for that, and by the way, all that cleared up and it got great and everything was fantastic. But the point is, when you're sitting across from someone, you're looking at them, it's in a sense, you're almost looking at their spirit, because you're directly connecting with their eyes, with their body, their whole aura, you're right across. You can do this with laughing as well. So like if I sat across from Anna right now, and we both had, like, she had a chair and I had a chair, and we were, let's say, a meter apart, and we were just to stare at each other, just for, you know, just stare. Eventually one of us would like burst into laughing, because we were like, this is hilarious, what are we doing? But it works, you know. So if for example, I don't want to be giving you like anybody advice, but a suggestion. If you are with someone and you're not really getting on that well or whatever, and you know, you can kind of see eye to eye, sit them down across from you, and you sit down across from them, and just, you'll see how stupid the thing looks, you know, because we tend to say, oh, we know better, the pride, the ego, and this stuff. When you sit across from someone, you know, you see it for what it is, and you just start laughing. And yeah, it's interesting. Oh, yeah, it's very
right. So rather than let the ego win, you just think, what would laughing do right now?
Yeah.
So you know, what would love do right now? So
it dissolves. That's the thing. It actually dissolves. So laughing is like breaks
all barriers and lightens the mood.
Yeah, and if you have dirt on the ground and it starts raining and the rain washes away the dirt, you know, that's the way I look at, like, if you're kind of stressed out or you're unhappy or whatever, if you just start laughing, it kind of washes away the negative frequency, and you're like, Anna, can I ask you something? You know, you remember, so, you know, like, is there any way, can you tell them about the chug-a-chug? Because I think that's fantastic.
Yeah, I suppose I was just thinking of different build-ups to getting into the laughing. So, you know, maybe then I'm anticipating, I'm not, you know, but there might be the odd reluctant participant who's like, how do we get started with this? Not too sure about this. Are you sure about this? So what you can do is you can just do like little warm-up. So I thought of the chug-a-chug. So it's like a steam train. It's sort of like when a steam train starts, it's sort of like, you know, there's a bit of a build-up. You're stoking the fire, the steam's going, and you're like, shh, and you're like, it's too much, isn't it?
No, it's good.
And I'm off. Way. So it doesn't take much for me to get laughing, but if there's any reluctant participants, I'd be like,
Yeah.
And you kind of, you can pout as well if you want to do this, and you know, build it up.
Yeah, so that's good. That's the way of doing it. I'd say we're probably almost hitting time here, just because we wanted to cover some of the stuff that's involved with fake laughing. So for anybody of you who want to get in contact with either of us, so you can find Anna on Peak Living Secrets. If you type Peak Living Secrets into YouTube, you will find Anna. She also does different stuff than this, personal development, a whole load of different stuff. You also can find us on, you can also find Anna on, if you type, you know, fake laughing, so at fake laughing, anywhere, any social media handle at fake laughing. That follow the hashtag, you know, fake laughing. If you want to connect with me, then you can find me under Kaz Evander Vaart or Beautiful Souls. We'll link all the stuff below this video anyway, but connect with us. We want to know, and we want to bring you on live as well. So in the comment section under this video, when you see it, because you will, because the SEO will be like fantastic and all that stuff. But when you're watching this, people, anyone of the viewers of the tube, the internet, when you're watching this, comment below this video and type, you know, if you want to come on a live, because we're going to be doing like weekly lives where we're all on, like not just two, there could be like 100 people, or there could be 200 people. We don't know. They'll be from all over the world. Laughter is the universal language. And what we want you to do is comment below this. Yeah, we want you to comment below this video. We want to get the comments in, and then we'll contact you and bring you on as well. So we'll send you the Zoom link or whatever. And in time there'll be, you know, we'll just put the Zoom link live, so whoever is actually jumps on the chat can actually flow into the actual, be on the call with us. But that's just one of the things. There's like a million different other things happening, but we just kind of wanted to, for the first video, jump in and give you an idea of that. So I just wanted to drop that in there. Also, if you want to, you know, share videos on how you feel that we've impacted you through fake laughing, and as we go on, you know, like said, just contact us again under this video, or else in the channel art, or not the channel art, but where the contact part is on YouTube, whether that's under this video or wherever it is, you will find that. And yeah, basically just contact us, send us a message, and you can send in videos to us as well if you want. So that's a possibility also. But yeah, so I just wanted to cover that, and just to drop in that.
Them laughing, I'd love to see that.
Yeah. It's it's important. But is there anything else that you wanted to add in, Anna?
It's a daily event, having a good old laugh, and it's free and it's fantastic and it's available at a moment's notice. So and then
it is
such a pleasure to make other people laugh. It really is. make yourself laugh, make the people in front of you laugh, make the world laugh. But raise your vibration, attract the life and the feeling that you want and the right circumstances. Everything will start falling into place, and it's just getting into a much nicer vibration and feeling happy. It's great. So, you know, don't waste a moment. Time to get laughing.
Oh my God. All right. Make sure to like, subscribe, and share. Turn on the bell for notifications so you get notified when we post, and do all that wonderful stuff. If you don't want it, then don't. That's no problem either. But either way, continue to keep laughing. And yeah, I'll talk to you in the next one, Anna. But thank you as well. It's been awesome.
Yeah.
Thanks, guys, and thanks, guys, for watching too. And we want to build this community with you. So. You know.
Yeah. Happy laughing.